layout. This is the sketch for day 30 in 30 days of sketches, and they're actually going to be 31 because there are 31 days in the month. So it's not the last sketch. And the load prompt is about a song that's special to you. It's based on Do You Love Me Now That I Can Dance, Motown song. And instead of doing a page about a song that was special to, a page about John and me to feature a song that was special to us, I'm going to use the song that was played at our wedding for a photo and a page and a story about being close to the kids. And it's Close to You by the Carpenters. And I'm doing a Halloween page. It's a Halloween photo that shows me hugging all the kids. I'm dressed up in my witch costume, and they have on little costumes. It was actually a birthday party. We always have a Halloween birthday party for Allie because her birthday is in October. And this is from a few years back. You can see how little Barrett was, and Ava, and there's Allie and Katie. And the technique prompt was to have something mirrored element. And so I've got this really, really shiny foil that's almost mirrored, and it's coppery orange. And that's going to be the only color in my otherwise black and white page. So to accomplish this design, instead of pattern paper, I'm going to use bits from this collage paper, which is tissue paper designed by Dina Wakley and put out by Ranger. And it has all these different patterns. And I have taken a sheet that had a strong stripe, and I've cut bits and pieces, and I'll show you what I've ended up with here. There are these vertical things that look like torn paper, and then there are some layers behind the photo. There's a cluster kind of right over here, and then there's one up there. So in order to do that, I'm going to put the photo kind of over here. I have cut these sheets so that I've got these bits that are going to make the strong vertical line, and I made them different widths. Let me get them over a little bit. They're a little hard to handle. If you think they're hard to handle now, wait till I start putting I've got Vicki Bouton's matte acrylic gel, which is what I'm gonna adhere these with, and it's going to be something of a collage going on. Rather than putting these things on and showing you what my design is, why don't I just build the design? Let's just get busy here. I'm going to pour some of this in here. And I was prepared. I had this ready to dig it out in case it didn't come. I've got this big kind of soft paintbrush. And I'm just gonna kind of lift that up. Put the medium down. Put that on there, and then brush a little medium over it, which kind of helps bring out the strong black color in the design. And these, I first became aware of these when they were in a Mind the Scrap kit. And at the time, I wasn't subscribing to the mixed media kit. And so I didn't get that, but I looked them up and found out how to purchase them elsewhere. And I've become addicted to these things. I really like them and don't. Okay, I've got some kind of piece of pigment, but you know, I'm just not going to worry about that. This is not meant by any stretch of the imagination to be perfect. And anything that happens is part of the art, right? But I do wonder where that came from, because I know that these things don't bleed, or at least they haven't in my experience so far. Okay, so I've got the lines on there, and I'm going to do the layers behind the photo next. Maybe they do bleed. I'm just going to layer this up right on top of the other design and let it kind of take on whatever wants to show. I'm just going to put this down and brush on top of it rather than, oh, no, that's not allowed. So I need to follow my own advice when I've done this before, which is to start at the center and brush out. And then that one will go there. And I'm telling you right now that if this goes south, if I end up not liking it, the video's still going out and the page is still going in my album. It'll become a cautionary tale instead of a how-to. Okay, so you'll notice in the design there's this circular element right here. So I'm gonna place this here, and this kind of represents the record that was being played at our wedding. We got married in a little house that I'd been renting. John hadn't moved in yet, and we had a justice of the peace come to the house. Now let's see. And I had a friend from work playing the music. We had a kind of a loft that was James's bedroom, and she had the record player up there and was playing the music. Let me turn this way, and I'll get this cluster. There's in the original, there's the cluster has a horizontal element and a half circle, and it goes to the edge of the paper. So this is gonna be applied after I've done all the rest. So I need to get the spacing of this just right so that I can come over it with that. So let me kind of do that. And I've got that. And I'm going to do this. I should. Let's see. Again, looking like a record. So I'll glue this on. Well, maybe this, I can use this as glue. Why don't I do that? Okay, and now we're going to do this part. And this part has horizontal and vertical elements. I'm going to have to lay this out dry. I'll do these dots first, and then this. This is going to go here, so it needs to be in a little closer. Let me just get this down. I'm going to check the distance again. Okay, and now I'll do that. And some of these are scraps left over from a previous project I did, so you might remember that from another time. Now I'm going to cross with these. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do right here is cut this off because I don't want to obscure this too much. There. Okay, you can kind of see how that white part, I maybe should have gotten a little bit more careful with that. So here, I'm just gonna, and I should have a craft mat underneath here. I will have some medium to clean up from my mats. Let me get, and in the grand scheme of things, that's probably not going to hurt it too much. So now I have the basic, I have the sketch part done. I've got the 2 lines and I've got the stuff that goes behind the photo. I've got a place for the photo. I've got this cluster kind of built and this one built. And now I can start embellishing. And I'm not gonna do a whole lot. Let me I'll just put my extra medium onto this and glue it down with that. I'm gonna do it here. Okay, and I have my little spirit animal-y things. I've got this baby squirrel for Ava, and I'll put it right here, kind of on the frame. I've got an alligator for Allie, and I'm gonna put it kind of right by that circle. Kind of in the middle of my record album there. And I've got a bee for Barrett. This is going to be a fun page. I'll put that right there. And I've got the ladybug for Katie. I should have a turtle there for me, but I'm gonna put the ladybug, well, let's put it here, down on the frame. I have a couple other flares. This one is kind of a Halloween plaid, and I like using it right here. This one is a mirrored chrome flare, and I could use it here. Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, this came off. my adhesive came off. What it was is it stuck to the... Okay. Okay, and now I have a couple word strips, and I have some tiny Halloween elements that I want to add. Here, this little word strip says, "Our family," and I'm going to put it right here, and right under it I'm going to put this one that says "Scare Squad." Okay, so now I have this tiny little bat, and I have to figure a place to put it. Maybe right there. And I wonder if I can get some foam to prop it up. Let me get a tiny piece. And I'm going to put it down on the flare. And then I'll put the bat on top of it. Okay, I like that. And there is a spider that I'm going to do similarly. This one's probably big enough that I can get the foam back there. And I haven't exactly decided where I want it to go. I'd like it someplace that it would show. And I want to put something kind of colorful up there. What the heck? Let's see. I'm going to put it over here. There we go. And I've got this little ghost that could go right there. And I have this black pumpkin with orange eyes. And I'm going to put that up on the silver. Usually when I get to the end of load months or sketch months where I've been doing stuff every day, I want, when I get to, or Calvin Ball especially, I want to do something that's different. So this is it. I've got the witch's hat here. These are little Halloween stickers that I think the kids got for trick or treat. And they knew I used stickers, so they gave them to me. And this would have to be 10 years ago. And I'm just now using them, so yay. Okay, I'm going to put this right there. And what else do I want to use? I love this. This is a spider in a party hat. And this is an orange owl. I think that orange owl would contrast nicely right there. There we go. And then I've got, I need to put the title on, don't I? I'm going to use these letters. And they should go. These letters are holographic and glittered. It's holographic glitter. And they're amazing. These came in the latest Mind the Scrap kit. I think the last ones that they sent, I said we had gotten these in a previous Mind the Scrap kit. The other ones were just silver. These are kind of multicolored glitter. And they're gorgeous. And they're perfect for a, uh-oh. it stuck. It wanted to be there. That's where it wanted to be. They're perfect for a Halloween page. And the story here is that since John is gone, I'm really glad that I can be close to these guys. And I feel so fortunate to have been so close to them for so long. And I know they miss John as much as I do. And they're at an age where they have their own lives, of course, but they also seem not to hate hanging out with me. So I'm lucky, and I still love that song. and though the Carpenters were not exactly John's style of music, he kind of held, that song kind of held special meaning for him too. Okay, so the title is there. Now I can go back to the embellishments and see what we can do to kind of color things up. I may just do some of the rest of these things up along the top, kind of doing an arch. That one's colored. This one has a white background, a little ghost here. And then this is a purple owl dressed up as a witch. That would be cute, right? Oh no, we need a pumpkin for there. Let's go with this little orange pumpkin right there. I'll do that guy there. And we have this little spider. Let's put a trio of things here. We'll do him kind of hanging off right there. We have this lime green piece of candy, which could it go down here? Not sure where to put this, and I'm spending way too much time worrying about it. Let's put it back up here in this little group of things. And we've got this that says Witch's Brew, and since I'm dressed as a witch, that kind of works. I'm gonna scooch it kind of under there. Then we've got this little word Halloween, and I'm gonna put it down here in this little line of phrase strips. And then we've got this bit that says trick or treat. Look, I killed those little stickers. I'm glad I kept them. I'm glad the kids gave them to me. And it means more for me to use them now than it, would have then. I'm gonna stick this maybe right there. Okay, so it's a goofy Halloween page done in an unconventional way, but I stuck with the sketch. So it's all there. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.